Saving more and spending less are often at the top of New Year's resolution lists. But studies have shown only 8% of people actually stick to their goals. Well, local financial professional Mike Kojonen from Principal Preservation Services is here with a few exercises to help you work out your finances. And Mike, always a pleasure to have you here with us today.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
So when we think fitness and finance, what exactly does that mean?
Yeah, just when you want to get physically fit, you're not just going to just do one thing, right? You're just not going to eat okay, or you're not going to do the same exercise. It's a whole multitude, bigger aspect of that. It's about saving more money, spending less, getting out of debt, things like that. It's going to take a whole aspect of different things to get you financially fit.
You listed some of those different ways to do so. How do we kind of get into it? What are some of those ways to get financially fit?
Yeah, first of all, build a routine. Just if you want to get physically fit, you want to get those good habits going. And to do that on the financial realm, you want to do that with a budget. So if you have a budget, great. Review that every year or twice a year. But if you don't, go to my website at principalpreservationservices.com and download one, fill it out, write all the income coming in, bills going out, find out where you can cut the fat out, and stick to that if you can.
And that can be also tricky this time of year. I mean, when you're dealing with expenses maybe you're not used to. How do you make sure you stay on track of that budget because you have so many different things coming in at different times of the year?
Yeah, you do what you can. That's the next one is start at a slow pace because you're not going to go and start doing sprints from day one at the gym. You're not going to do the same on the financial realm. So do what you can. So maybe pack your lunch the night before to save some money, not eating out. Maybe not stopping at the coffee shop every morning, or just reward yourself maybe for Fridays or something like that. Stop at the gas station, get your coffee from home, save you a few dollars. That little bit of savings will go a long way. And then when you hit the gym on a regular basis, that's important. You're not going to see the results day one or week one or maybe even month one, but it's that constant habit of going to the gym. And the same thing goes with saving money. We want you to build an emergency fund so it just keeps building and building and building. Unfortunately, a third of baby boomers right now who was born between 1946 and 1964, that pre-retirees and retiree generation, a third of them don't have any emergency fund.
Wow.
So you want to build that up to get at least 6 months of expenses put aside for emergencies.
And you say 6 months of expenses. Does that mean 6 months worth of your salary or just money that to manage and live with?
Yeah, just to get by. What's your housing, your food, your insurance, all the things that just to net zero every month. No extras. So if you need $4 grand just to pay your bills every month, you should have about $24,000. See, that's 6 months worth in reserves. Besides
figuring out how to save, something that I think all generations always want to do, especially the ones that are just leaving college, is getting rid of that debt.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't mount up over the years. How does that work into financial fitness?
Yeah, burn the fat, right? So we know that fat is not great on our bodies, not great, but either is debt. So the worst debt out there is that credit card debt, and student loan debt isn't great either. But once you do that budget worksheet, you list all your debts on there. What we want you to do is make all the minimum payments towards all your other debts except for that smallest debt. Put all the extra money you can towards that smallest debt and create a snowball effect. It'll get paid off. Once that's paid off, apply that to the next level debt, and you just get that debt paid off. It's really fun to do that. I've had a lot of even clients doing that with their credit card debt and even student loan debts.
It does feel like a little victory when you knock off one at a time and start to work your way towards those bigger ones.
Yeah. Then well, I notice when people start doing that, they start seeing the results. They're sticking to it, and they get even more disciplined once you see the results. Which is the next one is planning ahead too. When I pack the bag the night before to go to the gym, I'm more apt to go to the gym the next day. And if I know I go to the gym on a regular basis, I'm going to be rewarded with a healthier lifestyle, a longer life, hopefully. Well, the same thing is when it goes to retirement, you want to be planning ahead for retirement because it comes a lot quicker than you can think. And most people say, well, I can't believe where the last 10 years went, the last 20 years went. So you want to be putting money to that 401k, that IRA. Make sure you get that company match. They said they'll match 5% of your income, you're only doing 3%. You're losing out on hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every year. That's compounding growth that you're missing out on. You want to do that. And eventually, as you keep getting those raises, keep adding more and more to that contribution limit.
And I think the thing for everybody to remember is with all this advice is to just do a little bit at a time and work towards that end goal.
Yeah, be patient. It's not going to be there overnight. You need a personal trainer to get those goals that you want, to get the results you want, and how to exercise right. You might be doing the wrong exercises or the wrong the way to do things. You might need to have a financial professional get you to where you want to be. You might be doing it all wrong.
Okay. Mike, thank you so much for coming on and giving us advice going into 2019. Stay with us, WCCO.